Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Men Talk, where it's hot, interactive, and for welcome viewers watching back. The attack video. And remember to share the video with other people and make your comments in the comment section. And today we have at the mental culture of living in relationship part two. The co-hosts we have Mr. Oluwafemi Oluwalere and Dr. Femi Samuel. Welcome to the show, sirs.
Welcome, good evening, viewers, good evening, everyone. I'm happy with it.
And okay.
Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, tomorrow is Father's Day. We want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the world. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
So can we say Happy Father's Day to the fathers? So yeah, I'm also saying Happy Father's Day to my co-host, Mr. Oluwalere, Mr. Dr. Femi Samuel, and one of them that joined us later. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you very much.
Yes, today's topic, the second part of um, the mental torture of living in the wrong relationship. Last week, we were able to look at some issues that has to do with living in the wrong relationship and how to deal with them. And we are going to continue on that topic today. Last week, we were able to say, okay, if the relationship is life-threatening, make okay, life is important to be alive, to be a husband, to be alive, to be a mother. You need to be alive to be alive, you need to be alive to be a husband. So if any relationship is life threatening, first run for your life, then every other thing, issues can be sorted out. And we're also told that if you're having issues with your relationship, you can also pray and at the same time seek counseling. So today on the second part of this topic, we are going to be looking at those things that could make a relationship unbearable and what are the solutions to these issues. How can you handle this and solution so it can make the relationship, so it can make the marriage bearable, so it can make the marriage something like something to enjoy, not to endure. So these are the things we are going to be looking at today. So welcome once again to today's topic. And on today's topic, we are going to be doing it differently. We are going to be throwing the questions open where our co-hosts to be helping us to handle those issues that we look at. So now, what are those things that make marriage unbearable? So we know those issues, and our course will help us to look at how we can sort out those issues. How can we? What are the solutions to those issues? You know, well, it is said that nobody is perfect. You're looking for a perfect partner. For you to make a relationship work, you don't look for perfection in your partner. So
The
by
network
so
is so
doing,
bad here.
can you hear me? So how can we work out those little challenges to make our relationship workable? So on that note, we are going to look at the issue of compromising for some partner cannot compromise. They just can't take. They can't take the wrong of the other of their partner. How do we handle the issue of compromising partner? So I'm throwing it open so everybody is free to say their comments on the issue of compromise in relationship. And we have Pastor Sheyi on the line. Pastor Sheyi, welcome to the show, sir.
Good evening.
So here we go. So Valerie, let's start with
Oh, I'm not hearing myself at all. I'm not hearing
okay, you
anything.
can hear yourself. Okay, Pastor Sheyi.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, when we look at the issue of compromise, most of the time, because one party, maybe both of them or the other person cannot compromise with the error of the other person. How do you solve such issues?
Hello.
Yes, go on, sir. We can hear you. We can hear you. We can go on.
Hello? That is so faint. That is still so faint.
Okay. Hello.
Go on. I can hear you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you come up with the question again?
Oh, you're breaking. Okay, while you're trying to sort that, sir, let me. Pastor Sheyi, can you hear now?
I can hear now.
Can you hear us? Okay, now you can go on.
Yes. You can go on.
I think what Pastor Sheyi is trying to sort out that. Dr. Samuel, please, can you address the issue of compatibility when it comes to the issue of sociality? Be social and the partners are not compatible. How can they address it? How can they manage themselves when both parties are not compatible and it's causing issue in the family? Dr. Samuel, why did Pastor Sheyi sort out all the
Thank you very much. I understand that question well. You ask, what is the place of compatibility in the relationship? And in case one or the other or both partner feels or they believe that they are not compatible, what can we do? In relationship, actually, you said it earlier on that nobody is perfect. And a perfect relationship is a relationship between two imperfect individuals that have chosen and have decided that they want to live together perfectly. There is almost nothing possible if we stay with co-workers, our village people, and we're able to cope with them. So when it comes to the issue of relationship, talking about uh, a place for adaptability in relationship. Yes, there are some times in which what are the things you feel you cannot cope with? What are they? Are they really the flaws? Are they really injurious to you, or they are just the flaws? Maybe most people believe that when you fantasize about marriage, you are marrying angels or Jesus, someone so perfect. Most of the time, you find that you marry someone that is grossly imperfect, and most of the time, you won't know the imperfection in the life of the person until you stayed under the same roof with the person for a long time. We obviously know that there are some uh, things that we may not be able to cope with when one's life is at risk, when uh, the existence of that relationship is posing threat to our own existence, or issue of harming somebody, maiming somebody, brutality in marriage. Yes, that one we can advise that maybe is beyond what you can cope with. But if it comes to the issue of just personality, differences in personality, differences in upbringing, there's a way we can adapt. And if you walk out of a marriage because of plenty excuses, I will also ask you that will you also leave your job because your neighbor maybe is dirty or is nonchalant, or your co-worker is nonchalant or neighbor? No. So there is more. So what am I saying? Adaptability. There is more to compatibility that the eye could do. It depends on the way we are seeing it, the angle to which we are seeing it. The person you are going to marry or the person you are married to is not going to be an angel, and you are not going to marry to the prophet. So you are going to marry someone that is not perfect, and you now look for a way to adapt to the
Hello. Pastor Shay, I'm addressing this to Pastor Shay. When there is, it's still on the issue of incompatibility. When the couples are not compatible educationally, how should that be managed? When they are not compatible educationally and it's causing an issue in the family, how should it be managed? Okay, you are muted. Can you unmute yourself so that we can hear you? Pastor Shay, you are muted. Mr. Oluwalere.
Yeah,
Mr. Oluwalere.
I'm just picking you faintly. What's the question again, man?
When incompatibility in education is causing problem in marriage, how do you resolve it? How do you handle it? How can it be managed?
Honestly, are you hearing me?
Yes, clearly.
Yeah. Honestly, there is love in relationship. I don't expect anything concerning education to cause any problem. But if there is any, it's just for the two of them to sit down, iron it out. Is it the husband that is or is it the wife that is far above the husband in terms of education? The two of them should sort it out. Thank God we have a lot of online courses now, a lot of part-time out. If it is the husband that still want to continue with his education, just arrange for it. If it is online courses or part-time courses, or if it is the wife, do the same thing. So the issue of maybe one has education there, qualification more than the husband, and yes, home is peaceful. So it's a question of ironing it out. Okay, you are far, far above me, and I want us to be the same. Go for online courses. Go for part-time courses. And the other party must be able to supplement in terms of the responsibilities at home. So the two of them should sort it out. And I don't expect it to cause any problems if the love is there. It is only when there is no love that you see one trying to outsmart the other, or one saying I'm superior to you because of educational differences. So whatever the incompatibilities, that should, if love is there, they should be able to sort it out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Samuel, let's stay on that compatibility issue. The issue of moral, when it's beginning to be a problem in our home, probably
Mama
the
T,
man is.
yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, ma. Loud
Okay.
and clear.
So we are talking about, we are asking if
Loud and
incompatibility
clear, ma.
in relation to morals,
Hello?
when it's a big issue in a family, how do you address it? For example, let's say the man is a banker and he has, or an accountant. He has an opportunity, maybe there's one money lying down somewhere in his office, and he felt it's wrong for him to take advantage of such fraud. And the wife keeps putting pressure on the husband. We need extra money. That money, don't you know, is going to help us to finish our project. That money is going to help me in my business. And let's say, on the other side, the husband is out trying to make pressure on the wife to, when it has to do with the issue of morals, how should that be handled? Samuel.
Thank you very much. There is no hard and fast rule about morals. And you should know that the man or the woman you marry. Can you hear me? Hello?
Loud
Am I
and clear.
audible now?
Loud and clear.
Hello? Am I audible now? I should be audible. Hello? Oh, it's touching so. There's no hard and fast rule about the issue of moral. The man you marry or the woman you marry is an adult that is already grown. Understand what life is all about. I've been navigating through life all this. Now you are married to me. It's from a background in which he doesn't see something that are wrong. And from your background, me from a religious background, you're always seeing things that this is wrong, that is wrong. There's no way you are going to change that man overnight. You let the man know that what you are doing, I don't like it, and I won't want our children to follow this. But you can't stop the man from doing what he wants to do. Like, for instance, a man that is a politician. If you are married to a politician, he goes into a lot of ritual night meeting, and you don't like it. You're not going to abandon your way, because that is to be deleterious to even the children themselves. You are still going to keep that home while trying to talk to that man and hoping one day that man will see things from your own perspective. we grew up under different atmosphere, and our upbringing, our formative years are different. So we may not reason the same way because our formative years are different. But in such case, you just have to continue appealing to that man. You're not going to break your relationship because you feel someone doesn't believe what you believe. What you believe or what you call moral depends on how you grow up. If you grow up where people don't consult herbalists, going to herbalists may be immoral. But someone that grew up consulting herbalists, trying to make consultation at every step, it won't be wrong for him. But just have to. But another thing I want you to know is that no matter who we have conscience. If you are doing what is wrong, and someone is telling you, you may not agree at that point in time. But in the heart of your heart, you too, you say, I want my kid to be like my wife. Because she's a better person than myself. That means that you are accepting the fact that what you are doing is not really the best. But because that is what you could get in the society. And on the issue of compatibility, sorry, I have a patient like that. The couple had infertility. The husband just finished primary, secondary school. You know, there's a difference between being educated and being literate. Some really pass through the 4 walls of the school, but the school didn't really pass through them. The wife happened to be an health worker. Now they had infertility. The wife was telling the husband, let's go for IVF. The husband was saying, no, don't go and waste my money. Okay, before we go for IVF, there's one baba somewhere that will prepare one concoction and you have to eat it. The wife was saying no. The husband was insisting that no, you must, because the husband believes that will solve their solution. This baba has solved other people's, that will solve their problem, and that's the solution. And solve other people's problem. There was fight at home, and the wife met him. I had to tell the wife, that young woman, you need to eat that thing. The first question is that, is it against, do you have anything against it, like against your faith? He said no. Does he have any health issue? Health issue. Is it against your health? Is it going to affect your health negatively? He said no. Say then, if that is the way, you just have to go and eat it. Because if you don't eat it, no matter what you do, your husband will believe that you're not getting pregnant. It's because you didn't do his people. After you've eaten it, and that's okay, you've eaten it. Let's now go and try my own way. The issue of disparity in education, if the husband is more learned than the wife, well, most of the time it doesn't cause much problem. And the wife will look up to the husband. But if the woman is more learned than the man, is literate, and the man is not literate, you are in problem. If you speak English as a man, and your wife is telling you, no, it's not easy, it's false. Okay, say, okay, you want to say that I did it badly, but I'm able to pay your bride price. But if it's the woman, most of the correction you dish out to women, that they swallow it, you try and sink her. If you give the same correction to a man, the man may react out of the edge. And what you look like that, you may didn't go to school. Because beyond just going to school, even exposure, are you really that exposed? First exposed that I've seen people that are exposed. I've seen a medical practitioner that had cancer died in the church. So not cancer, I was sick. He died in the church. What do we say? I see someone 2 days ago, he had 2 operations done. The next thing is that the next delivery, he went to the mission home. Doctor that you saw the baby almost died. So this thing goes beyond just going to school. It goes beyond just reading and writing. If your level of thinking is not the same, if your husband happens to be less educated comparing to you, or is an educated illiterate, you need extra humility to correct him. More so if he's an arrogant person, you need extra humility. You need to look for a way to control it. If you marry a man that can't dress well, and tell him that you are not dressing well, we'll fight you. Why wearing stripe on stripe, flower on flower, we'll fight you. You have to, how do you correct such a man? You have to go out, buy that clothes, let him wear it. You now compliment him. You are looking so good. If he gets to work and everybody's commenting him, the next day is going to dress like that. You've indirectly commented him. If you have a man that has bad breath, sorry, I'm taking the time. I just want to explain this. If you have a man that has bad breath, what they call halitosis, and you know he has a bad breath, tell a man you have a bad breath, he will get back at you, get mad at you. He won't like you. What will you do? Get him mouthwash. Get him this. When you are getting, a smart person knows that for this person to come to give me to get me a perfume, there is more to this. So when in any way, if the nutshell is that if a woman is more than the husband in any way, that woman needs to be extra careful not to break her home, control that home. But if a man is more educated, a man is richer, a man is more enlightened, there's no problem in that home. The woman will just be following the footsteps for that man. There will be peace. So sometimes there can be discrepancy in exposure, in education of partners, also in morals. But you just have to learn a way to keep your relationship. If your husband is more moral than you, it will be difficult for that relationship. If you are the one that is always immoral and your husband is always controlling, the relationship will be difficult. But if the man is one that doesn't have moral, consult people, go into talk and all those things, the wife will be at home. I mean, that's why you can see people, the husband is a talk, but the wife is a quiet person telling my husband, this is not good. You shouldn't hand over this to our children. So, if for any reason for a woman, you marry a man that you have anything aspect, you are more than the man in any aspect of your life.
Thank you so much, sir. Pastor Sheyi, welcome back. Pastor Sheyi, how's it working now? Oh, done. Pastor Sheyi is done good. Somebody, I want to ask
Yes,
somebody.
I'm
Yes, on
hearing you.
this, still on the issue of compatibility. You know, sometimes the issue
Yeah.
of visions and dreams cause problem in homes. Maybe the husband is the one that has very big dream. He has a lot of things in mind that he wants to achieve, and the other party is not supporting. It could be from either side. How should this be handled? Issue of dream and issue and vision. If your partner is not supportive, if the partner is not seeing your dream, if your partner does not believe in your dream, how should it be handled?
Well, if your partner does not support your dream, how do we handle
Yeah.
such situation? That's the question, Abby.
Yes, sir.
Is, there are many ways to handle it. You know, one major thing I always prefer in a couple is, which is very very important. The couple should always go to the same church together. If it is possible, couples should always go for counseling together, go for courses together, go for a lot of things together, so that the the two of them will hear whatever is discussed. I mean, when they get home, they Hello.
Mr. Lawrence, can you go on, please? We have a little.
I was talking about, I was just talking, I didn't know I've been cut off. What I was saying
Yeah.
is that it's absolutely important that there could be time when the dreams and visions of the wife may be different from that of a man. But the fact that they are different does not mean the wife should throw the dreams of the husband away, or the husband should throw the dreams of the wife away. No, there should be a way of harmonization. There should be a way whereby the husband would promote and support the wife in whatever dreams or vision she has. It could be by way of maybe financing all those dreams, or sending him her for courses, encouraging her, my own dream from your own. And as a result, I don't want your dreams to have the light of day. No, that should be a way we need to complement by supporting. So, and in such case, love will still exist in that family. I have my dreams, it's not in support of your own. But that does not mean you should throw it away. You must find a way of encouraging me and supporting me. The same thing applicable to you. I must have a way of supporting you, encouraging you to pursue your dreams. So that at the end of the day, you maximize your dream, I maximize my own, and both of us become very happy. I don't know whether that one answers your question. Thank
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Yeah, I will go to some issues that has to do with um compatibility with God. You know, sir, you mentioned something about if they should go to church together, they should go to fellowship together and all
you.
that. What about if incompatibility in relation to religion or spirituality? You don't have the same belief, you don't have the same religion. How should that be sorted out in a home?
Well, for the two of you to have agreed to marry, in spite of the fact that you don't have the same religion or you don't attend the same church, that means you must have agreed on some principles. So in that case, if it is through finance that you can support her, please do so. If it is through encouragement that you can support, please do so. If it is true, allow her to go for those courses or to go to her church where those things can be at least clearly explained. Please do. But there should be a way you must support her. There should be a way she must support you. You have both agreed that okay, we are not in the same church, we are not in the same religion, and we are still married. So because of that, there should be a way the two of you should sort out things so that it won't cause any frictions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes. Dr. Samuel, you know, most of the time decision making cause problem in the home. So who should decide on saying, or when there is conflict in decision, we are going the different direction, whose decision should supersede? So how should we solve the issue of decision making when this is causing problem in the home? How should it be sorted? Dr. Samuel?
Thank you very much. Once in a while, we notice that in families, they have two visions. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello?
Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear.
Hello?
Loud and clear. You can hear me clearly.
Can you hear
Please
me?
go on. Loud and clear.
Hello? Hello?
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go on. Go on. Go
Yes.
on.
Sometimes in relations, we have what we call two visions.
My books.
Sometimes we have two visions, and what it means is that two of them are not seeing things from the same perspective. There is nobody that doesn't, a reasonable person will bow to superior argument. Superior argument. Everybody should bring forth his argument. What do you think? What do you see as the idea? What do you see as what is right and what is wrong? I've said it earlier on, depending on our upbringing, people should be able to harness their vision so that there won't be two vision division. So what will you do? Bring up the point. You must learn how to shift ground. For the fact that you are right doesn't mean the other person is wrong. The other person can be right too. So in a family where we have the family having
please can you mute your mic, please?
You need to come and find a common ground for them to stay. Common ground does not mean that one of them will now learn how to shift. So one of them will now learn how to shift the ground and say, well, okay, let's try your own. I said it earlier on when I was talking to the issue of the person, the example I gave. The wife is a networker, the husband, well, not too educated. And they're talking about let them go and eat one concoction. And I asked the wife have to do it? Because sometimes for peace to reign, you just need to say, okay, let's try your own system. Let's try your own practice, your own belief. And by the time you are trying it, it will be so clear that, okay, with what you've done, I don't think there's a way here. In fact, the person will also see. So if you want sometimes to win someone in an argument, you must first listen to them. When you want to win an argument, listen to the person very well. Digest what the person is saying, analyze it, and now start telling the person this and these are the loopholes. So there is no other factor that says that one person's decision will supersede the other. Two of you will argue. And sometimes you may even be sure that you are right. But just to prove a point that I'm right, see, let's try your own. Let's try your own. You know you are right, but you don't want to stay at that point. You will need to move ahead. See, let's try your own. After trying your own, you now ask yourself, can you see now? Can you now try my own? So all these things, you need a lot of wisdom in sorting these cases like this out. Even when it seems to that you are right, especially if you are the women at home, men may want to show strength. If you think you are right, and because you are right, you're almost there'll be crisis. Say, okay, let's try. I believe I'm right. Let's try it. By the time you try the person, you try it, and the person sees that, oh, actually right, you will keep quiet. He may not even come and apologize, but he knows in his mind that this person was right. So when issue like that come up later,
thank you so much, sir. So I want us to dive into the issue of conflict resolution in the relationship in marriage between the partners. How do you resolve your conflict in relation to communication? You find that among partners, their problem could be as a result of not communicating properly. Let's say the husband is a quiet type, the wife is outspoken, and the man is complaining, you are too lousy, you complain about everything, you must say something about, and the man will just keep quiet. She wants him to talk about something. How do you handle the issue that has to do with communication, resolving conflict in the home? Mr. Oluwalere. Mr. Oluwalere, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm trying to unmute myself. I'm just getting home. Okay, how do we resolve conflict resolution at home? You see, I always
regarding
believe
communication.
in regarding
Yes, just
communication,
conflict
Abi.
resolution. Yeah, conflict resolution, whatever in any area that you can touch.
Aha. What I was trying to say is that you see, it's always good for a man and a woman to understand themselves very well before getting married. Reason before because I would have expected before they got married to have known themselves that my husband is a quiet type, he doesn't talk, or my wife is a noisy type, I have to accommodate her. All those things you must have known yourself before you get married. If peradventure there are some hiding things that now just come out in the open, then there should be a way that you should go about it. You should have known your wife for who she is, you would have known your husband for who he is. And as a result of that, there should be a level playing ground as regards how you resolve it. If you know your husband to be somebody who is an extrovert, then it shouldn't be new to you when she's behaving in such a way. You must learn how to accommodate her because it has become your cross. You must carry it. The thing that people to the woman, you the woman too must be ready to carry her cross. So there should be a way they should strike a balance. I have known my wife to be this, then I must just fall in love with it. The same thing applicable to the husband. I have known my wife to be this. I have to flow with her. Let me give you a typical example. Myself and my wife. You know, my wife is the quiet type. She doesn't talk anyhow. She can stay in one place from morning till evening, studying her Bible, reading, doing those of things. But myself, I can't stay in one place for 2, 3 hours. No, I have to move. I have to get up. I have to go to somewhere else. I have to. So we have known ourselves. So if I'm to go here, go there, and I know she can't do it, I have to accommodate her the way she is. And me too, that she knows I can't stay in one place for 2, 3 hours at the same time. She has to accommodate me. She has to take me for who I am, and I have to take her for who she is. I can't impose my own way of life on her, neither can she impose her own way of life on me. So there should be a way we strike a balance. Except maybe occasionally I want to accommodate her and I stay with her the way she is, trying to bear the inconveniences. Two, she knows my own. I have to go there. I have to go there. He wants to accommodate me occasionally because we go out. So there should be a way the two of them should strike a balance, so that whatever conflicts at home, you can minimize it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes. Uh, Dr. Samuel, see on the issue of conflict resolution, how do you resolve issues that has to do with believing in one another and trust? Trust.
Believing in one another and trust. How to resolve the conflict. Trust is what you earn. You earn the trust. Just automatically, it's what you earn. Over the years, you study the person. Can I really trust this person with money? Can I trust him with power? There are things all over the. So when there is conflict resolution, when there is conflict in which you don't trust your partner, there are ways you can manage it. You can just tell the person, oh, this is where I have problem with you. I don't trust the way you handle money. Is there any, can you improve on your money handling technique? That would be the first. If you see a person can improve on the money handling technique, yes. What are the things that makes you so untrustworthy? To know, because trust is not what you just tell me. I'll just tell you trust me and you trust me. Over what? Have I proved myself to you over and over again that what you are doing, this thing is like if you have a car, before you can trust your car, this car will take me to Lagos. You must have used that car several times to Lagos, and it has served you. And with that, you can make your decision and say, this car can take me to Lagos. I don't have problem. Before you can trust the car. There is a slight difference between believing it and trusting it. Trust has to go with that you believe the person totally. You don't have a doubt that this is what the outcome of what you are putting in would be. So you don't have a doubt of about the outcome, and that is trust. So trust is not just what you say people should have in you. Trust is what you will show them that you are able to reproduce what you've been doing or what they expected you to do. So when you have problem with trust, you just need to address it. Let the person know this is the problem. I have problem. I don't trust it also part of your area. And if the person is making frantic efforts to change, to be trusted, you have to support. But if for any reason it's not meeting up, sometimes when people are not meeting up not because they don't want to meet up, because they don't just have the ability to meet up. For instance, someone that have grown over the years to be flamboyant, spend lavishly. You are not going to change the person to start restricting spending. It will take time of counseling, admonition, for the person to start learning, okay, now let me buy this. Some are impulsive buyers, and it's affecting them. So such people that if there are some areas you know that you don't even trust yourself to handle it, you need to put measures in place so that it won't be your undoing. If you don't trust yourself with women, then don't work with them. Make frantic effort to make sure, no, I won't do this. If you don't trust yourself with money, don't keep people's money with you, because you will spend it and it will generate. If someone is making frantic effort, if you don't trust your partner, talk about it. If he's making frantic effort, please support him, because you are not marrying an angel. And as a matter of fact, you marry a supplement, not a substitute. Someone that could help you to do what you want to do, not someone that will take over from you totally. For you to appreciate the man, that means you appreciate the man's weakness and if you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, Miss Oluwalere, sir. And over time, I noticed that this is something that is not so common in so many marriages. And this is called believing in the decision of your partner. You see marriages that have been for like 20 years, 25 years, 15 years. They can't trust their partner to make decisions. And that is why most of the time there will be argument on certain issues. No, a wife cannot just, maybe the husband will just tell the husband, the wife that, okay, you can handle this. But because he does not believe in our judgment, cannot trust our judgment on certain things, then you begin to argue on those issues. Then you begin to question yourself. Hey, why did you do this? Why did you do that? And how can we address the issue of believing your partner's decision on issues, even without you interfering into it? Just make up your mind, oh, let her handle it. Oh, let him handle it. I know my husband is going to take care of it without asking questions.
Thank you very much.
That's for you, sir.
Yeah. They have been in the marriage for some time, and somebody who has been together for 15, 20 years, I expect them to have known much about themselves. An area, there are some areas you know your wife cannot handle something and you accept it. Or some areas you know your husband cannot do things and you accept it. And you know, without the acceptance, these things will cause a lot of frictions at home. Then there should be a way you resolve it. There should be people you need to talk to, the two of you, that will counsel you, that will talk to you on the best way to go. Good, you don't tolerate some things that your wife will make decisions on. Good, you won't tolerate some things your husband will make decisions on. And at the end of the day, you want to have it on your own way, he too wants to have it on his own way. Then there should be some people the two of you can look up to that should come in this case and talk to the two of you so that we have a balanced judgment or a balanced decision. Or else we continue to create that problem. So that person you normally talk to, either maybe is the one who normally counsel you, or is somebody that you people both respect a lot. You should meet those kind of people. Maybe it could be elderly, it could be people who are professional in those areas. It should be counselors or whatever. Such people should be able to counsel the two of you, and the two of you must find a way of striking balance. So that at the end of the day, such frictions will be reduced. At the end of the day, you will see that when some decisions are made, you would have at least agree that I know this decision will go this way, then I must at least fall in line with it. Or my wife should know at the end of the day, the decision will go that way because of the way the two of us have been thinking differently. Then she must fall in line with it. Or at the end of the day, the two of us must fall in line with those type of decisions we know those elderly ones or those that we look up to will make. And if we do things like that, to some extent, those frictions will be minimized. I think that's to the best of my abilities to believe the way it can be handled. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Samuel, most of the times you see a partner talking to maybe the wife outside disrespectful in a disrespectful way, that and the woman will feel down, could be depressed. Probably the man talks to her in a way she doesn't like, could even be in the house. So the issue of respect from both sides, how should it be treated? Dr. Samuel?
Thank you very much. Respect in relationship is not what we negotiate for. It is sacrosanct for a relationship to continue. Respect in relationship, because respect begets respect. Even God said in His word that he that honor me will I honor. So, if for any reason you are in a relationship or you want to start a relationship and there is no respect there, please don't start. There should be a level of respect for each other. There should be in that relationship. Because every human being, because of the way we are, we want to be respected, we want to be loved, we want to be cared for. It's a primary need. And if for any reason your partner is not respecting you, I don't think I expect much from that kind of relationship. Your partner must just respect you. But it's not that you won't clash, you will clash. But at least respect means that it doesn't mean that your partner will be frustrating for you everyone. No. You have a weakness, you understand you have a weakness, you understand that you may have your own way of doing things, but also know that yes, that is you. It doesn't have to expose your weakness in the public. It doesn't have to talk to you anyway in the public. So the era has come in.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, talking about respect. Thank you, sir. Then let's look at expressing love. The most time, Mr. Oluwale, that's for you. Most women, especially, complain that their men don't express their love. They want affirmation, and that causes problem in homes.
Thank you very much. It's not limited to women alone. It's to both sides. At times, men will say the husband, the wife doesn't love me, doesn't respect me. The same thing applicable to the woman. The man also says the same thing. The two of them. Oh God, are you hearing me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Loud and clear.
The two of them should.
Dr. Samuel, can you continue on that? Dr. Samuel, can you continue on that?
Yes, I'm with you, man. On the
You
issue
can
of
continue where.
showing love, it's not in the African way to demonstrate love publicly. Though we are learning it, it's not in our culture for a man.
Mr. Oluwale, welcome back.
Yeah,
Can
thank
you go
you. I
on?
don't know why the thing. What we are saying is there should be a way of striking balance. It's applicable to both. At times you hear a man saying the wife doesn't love me, doesn't respect me. At times the woman will say it. It's both ways. There should be a way. I always maintain it. I always say it. There should be a way they strike a balance. There should be a way they tolerate themselves. Like Dr. Femi was just saying. Do you know up to today there are some men or women that doesn't like the idea of the two of them going and holding themselves? There are some couples that can't do it. And there are some couples that when they go out, they hold themselves. If they don't hold themselves, they don't like it. They have to. So it is the way we are brought up. It is the orientation we have. And because of such orientation, we cannot say because of that we'll continue to allow such things to always rear his ugly head at home. No, we should have a way of balancing it. And sincerely speaking, it's on both ways. If husband doesn't respect wife, then the husband should not expect the wife as well to respect him. So it is both ways. Respect me, I respect you. They say respect is reciprocal. I don't know how was it the way this man sang it. So there should be a way they complement themselves. That if I give respect to my wife, I expect her as well to respect me. So it should be on both ways. And there should be a way of balancing things up so that at every given point in time, it won't cause frictions. We should have a way of understanding ourselves very well so that we will strike a balance. Thank you.
Yes, I want you to talk on appreciation. How do you address the issue of one party saying that the other party is Dr. Sam. Dr. Samuel, can you hear me? Mr. Olalere, please, can you talk on appreciation when one party is feeling he or she is not appreciated?
The Yoruba says will say that somebody bad no, that if a child appreciates what was done to him yesterday, definitely is sure of getting such a reward the second time. So the word appreciation should be something we preach at all times. Thank you doesn't remove anything from you. But maybe the way we are wired, our culture has wired us. Some people, when you do it, they believe it is your right to do it. And when you do it, you don't need any appreciation for it. I bet you, when you do such things, you are indirectly denying yourself of those courtesy, of those reciprocation. So I think the normal thing, the standard way of life is when one does something good to you, please appreciate him or her. Thank you. That word thank you goes a long way. That word thank you is a kind of motivation. That word thank you is a kind of an urge to do more. But when he does it or she does it, and when it is supposed to be her duty, so what's so funny about it? She will feel bad, and especially women, and you discover you are indirectly denying yourself of such gestures in the future. So there should be a way you appreciate people. Thank you. That's the standard way of life, not even limited to couples at home. Even in the office, even your seniors, even your subordinates, when you do something, please reciprocate it. Thank you. You urge them to do more. And it's a way of according yourself respect as well. You are indirectly motivating that person to do same tomorrow when you appreciate him. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Samuel is back. So let's look at unforgiveness and resentment. Unforgiveness and resentment.
Hello?
How should you be handled in the relationship?
Hello? Hope I'm audible.
Dr. Samuel.
Yes, thank you very much. If you are not ready to forgive me in a relationship, then don't go into it. If you have never thought of it that a time will come that your partner will offend you, will do things that pain you so much that you will not forgive, don't go into it. Because there will always be problem. The only way for two people to live together and not to offend is to live apart. If you stay in the same room, under the same house, in relationship, there will be offenses. That's why just the Bible says offense must come. It must. It's not that it will.
You're muted.
It must. Muted. No, I wasn't. Hello?
You're muted.
It's not muted. I'm hearing him clearly. It's not muted. We can hear him clearly.
You're muted.
It's not muted. It's from your end, Mrs. Toyin. It's audible.
Soluale,
Yeah?
can you please address that? Oh, okay. It's back.
Okay.
I've been online.
Resentment.
What I said earlier was that resentment and unforgiving spirit. If you are not ready to
You
forgive,
can go on.
if you know you can't forgive in a relationship, don't start. If you are still trying to see you want to fight some things out, don't start. Because relationship is when you learn how to forgive, when you learn how to overlook. Hello?
Mr. Soluale, please.
He was so audible. The problem is from your end. He was so audible. It's from your end. I think what he said.
Muted. So
it's not muted. It was audible. But I think what he was trying to do it. He said, any relationship that both cannot forgive themselves of their shortcomings. You are not hearing me.
Sister Toyin, there is a problem with your network.
Yes.
I can hear you. Him.
Can you hear me now, ma? Hello?
I think you can go on. It's the problem from Toyin's end. I hear you clearly, audibly. I think the problem is from our end.
To my hand. So
no, from Toyin.
Yes, I know. As I said before, that if you are not ready to forgive, don't start a relationship, because you will actually be shocked at the level of offenses that will come up. Someone that you are seeing as an angel outside, if you move into the same house with that person, you will see the terrible aspect of things, and you will be surprised. You will be surprised how offenses can come. So it will always come. So if you are being resentful, or you have unforgiving spirit towards your partner, then believe me, you are doing more harm to yourself than good. If you don't settle the differences, when do you now have time to go into another disagreement? When you've not settled the previous differences. So if you are resentful, or you have unforgiving spirit, you are killing yourself, because the person you are even thinking about, you are not happy with, may not even know, doesn't even know, and you are carrying the burden just on your head without anybody noticing. So you are killing yourself, killing your health, killing your mind, killing your body, because someone offended. It doesn't worth it. So if you know you cannot forgive in a relationship, don't just start. Thank you very much, sir.
Auntie Toyin, we are not hearing you again. Auntie Toyin, I think her system is not okay, because I was hearing you clearly, very audibly, and herself, I'm not hearing her again. But however, I think that's the normal thing. If you are not ready to forgive, there's no point going into a relationship, just like you have said. Yes, I align with it. Once you know you can't tolerate your partner, then it is better not to go into that relationship from the very beginning. Because the more it happens, the more you create frictions and divisions among yourselves. So there should be a way of forgiving one another, so that things can move forward. I think that would be my own contribution as well. Let's just tell you, we are not hearing you again. Mama T, we are not hearing you again. Maybe then the time she comes back. There is always there's always, it's always very important that couples should know themselves. When you get married, you have become family. It's like brother to brother or brother to sister. You have become one and you know you will live together forever. So there are many things both of you must learn to tolerate. There are many things both of you must try to accommodate. There are many things most of there are many things that both of you need to let go for peace to reign. And you need to understand yourself all the more in whatever form. If not, that friction will always be there and that division will always be there. And such home will never be peaceful. So there's always those opportunities that you should create at all times so that both of you can live in peace. I think this is where I will stop now. Thank you.
So,
Mama T, you are off.
I can't hear anybody. I hope you can hear me. Hello? I can't hear anybody. So I don't know if you can hear me.
We are hearing you.
It's from your end. It's from your end. We are hearing you clearly.
You can hear me. Thank you. So
both of us are hearing you.
You know, some people, some partner can be offensive and irritable. When you have a partner that is irritable and always offensive, how do you handle such a person? Irritable or offensive partner.
You know ab initio before you marry.
You see
that's irritable.
A man talking to the very stupid woman. Come on, excuse me, just move. Some partner can be so offensive.
You know that from the beginning.
You also know that the woman is not, the man is not just starting that day. Hello.
Mama T. Yeah, okay.
How do you handle irritable or offensive partner?
You didn't just start that day. It has been, even when you're in a relationship, you must have witnessed such things. People don't just change suddenly. Most of the things people do in marriage, they are doing it before that time. It's because maybe you just look it as if this person will change. So the person that is irritable, talking to you, harassing you, insulting you, this didn't just start that day. He has been doing it while in relationship and you've been enduring it. So the same way you've been enduring it, you've been coping with it, that same way you still try to cope with it. Because it's not now or after getting married, you now say you want to break your relationship. Get it? The way we are, God has made us to cope with anything you can imagine. People have coped with slavery, where they are technically kept in chains. And if you, as a woman or as a man, you see such man or a woman, and you agree to marry the man and the woman, you're in a relationship, then you must settle your mind to live with it and look for a survival strategy for you to cope with it. Thank you very much.
Mama T, I think her network is really causing problem.
She traveled to Lagos. She's broadcasting from.
Okay.
She's
He's not hearing us.
broadcasting from Lagos.
Okay. He's not hearing us
Not
again.
hearing.
Yeah.
Well, so I don't know if you have anything to say about that. Maybe we'll start discussing it because you should be thinking of.
Like I said, you see, this idea of going into relationship
You
and
Lagos, you
thinking
should do something about your network. Oh, I don't like this.
the
now,
problem has
let's
been
go
from your
to.
end.
Can you hear me now?
We are hearing you. It's
Over
you that's not
demanding
hearing
part
us.
now. Over demanding part now. How do you sort them out?
What do you say that? You don't give what you don't have. If I don't have anything, trouble me from now to tomorrow. I don't have it. I don't have it means I don't have it. So when you over demand, you are indirectly telling me to go and steal. And stealing is not part of me. So there should be an ability to tolerate your partner at every given time. As a man, as a woman, you know my source of income. Whatever comes in, you know it. So if you are demanding beyond my income, or you want me to spend all my income for your demands, definitely you are digging a grave for me.
But sometimes it's not just money. It could be the man is asking the woman has been putting all effort. He wants her to overstress herself to put things in order.
You are being biased here. If you are saying woman, it's applicable to both sides. There are times man over demands. There are times woman over demands. So it's on both ways. It's not limited to woman alone. It's on both ways. But the both should learn to tolerate themselves. Both should appreciate the fact it is not everything you ask for that you can get.
No, we are referring to both sides. We are referring to both sides.
Yes, so you should ability to limit yourself to whatsoever that person has. When you demand beyond that person's income, you are indirectly telling him to go and steal, which eventually will affect both of you negatively. So I think it is better to limit yourself, except if it's a man that doesn't disclose his income or whatever comes in, or a woman that doesn't disclose her income. You might be assuming she has this, she has that, while she doesn't have up to that. So if both of you know yourself, you know what you are getting, then there should be a limit to whatsoever you demand. When you demand something from your husband, the husband is always available to give to you. But when it becomes to excess, either from you or from the man, then you want to cause commotion at home. So the both of you to tolerate yourself, and you should limit whatsoever you demand to the extent of that person's resources or income. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Samuel, let's look at a partner that has emotional baggage and is putting it on the partner that is innocent of whatever has happened in your past.
Thank you very much. Sometimes you see a man coming home after a bad day, maybe it's a messenger in his office, his oga insulted him, call him all sorts of names, using big grammar on him. When he's getting home, how does he dissipate those energy that he has been charged with? It's on the children and the wife. What those men fail to know is that no matter how bad your environments are, no matter how people in your office have bullied you, you need to come home and get comfort in your home. So if you now come home, vent all your anger, transfer the aggression on your immediate family, who consoles you? Who comforts you? Automatically at work, you are fighting war. At home too, you are fighting war. You are not going to enjoy anything. So the only thing such people, women could do, demand on when you come home, let the man or the woman vent all their anger or their annoyance without falling home. Did he offend you? You know you had a bad day. And even the bad day you had is due to the fact that you are doing everything to provide for us. We appreciate that. But when you make us, when you, that's supposed to comfort you, be your source of joy, you transfer the aggression to you. How do we do that? Every man could be reasoned with. Anybody could be talked with. So that is what I expect from the man. Sometimes it happens. Some people don't know how to redirect negative energy that have been infused into them. They direct it to anywhere. And a man venting his anger on his wife will not be an exception. So in that case, the woman just need to let the man know that our duty at home is to help you clean all the wounds and the injury they've inflicted on you outside. So if you are now inflicting us with injury, how do we now have enough courage for us to be able to clean all your wounds? So those things should be sorted out. So such things is what you should talk about at home, address at home, so that at least everybody in that environment will not be a victim. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, Mr. Oluwalere, when one have a partner that cannot embrace honest criticism, how do you handle such partner? A partner that can't embrace honest criticism.
You answer the question. Anybody that cannot embrace honest criticism.
So how do you handle such?
To...
And when other people are saying, okay, if everybody cannot talk to, at least the partner should be able to talk to the person, and this partner cannot even embrace honest criticism, how do you handle such partner?
Such partner should have somebody who is always looking up to. Report her or him to such person, because it has become glaring that you cannot handle him or her. So move maybe above that level by talking to somebody you know he or she respects. It could be your pastor, it could be an elderly person in his town or a place of work or place of worship or wherever. Talk to, at least you must have somebody he respects a lot. Report him or her to such person and get the feedback of the outcome of what that person would do or say. I think to some extent it will solve it, than just wasting your time, wasting your saliva on the same thing every time. Thank you. Mama T is out again. I think we should be rounding up. Like I said, that person must have someone is looking up to. You must have someone he always respects. So report him or her to such person and wait for the outcome of that person's discussion with him or her. And I think that will solve the problem. Thank you. Therefore, I think we should be rounding up here.
Yeah.
Tony is not on the platform again.
It's not on the platform. I think we should be rounding up.
At all. I think we should round up. We'll spend almost 2 hours.
I'm about going for a procedure. I'm leaving now.
It's not on the platform, so I think we can conclude from here.
It's there now.
Okay.
Come in and conclude.
We should try to round up. We spent almost 2 hours.
Okay, God, I'm back. So finally, as we round up, I want to talk about a partner that is into addiction. How do you deal with people like that? I think I was referring to Dr.
Thank you very much. A partner with addiction depends on the kind of addiction. If it's drug addiction, then you have to, any form of addiction, you need to seek help. There are people that are ready to help. We have the psychiatrists, we have the psychologists, they are ready to help. So we should just, any form of addiction, don't let us take chances with it. Let's seek for help. It's not what you can handle. The first thing is that let your partner know that there is a problem. And if he agrees with you, second thing, tell him that problem, there are people that will help. Thirdly, now, refer him to someone that will actually give that help. And if you do that, the partner will be grateful. Thank you very much.
On the final note, what's the take home for a partner that is living in the wrong relationship, that is going through some emotional stress? What's your take home for them?
Any partner that is going through emotional stress should seek help from God. There is nothing prayer cannot solve. Seek help from God. Be prayerful. Seek advice from counselors. Talk to others. Talk